So I am a diaspora from Suriname in the Netherlands. And why I am in the Netherlands? Because the Netherlands was in Africa and in Suriname. So everywhere where African people are in Europe, you have to trace them from the colonial period. Portugal, a lot of Brazilian people are there. Angola, you have Mozambique. Then we have France, of course, who has, I think, the most, or maybe it's England, colonies where the people are now living in. So, everywhere where the African peoples are in the countries, they travel from the colonies where these European countries has their crimes, the crimes against humanity. So I hope that you are now aware that there are many Africans and Africans in the diaspora in Europe. Is it okay? You know? What do you want to know more? Do you want? Okay. A second, I hope that everybody understands now why I am here and why I am from not from the Netherlands, but I live in the Netherlands. And why it is that the Dutch government could apologize for the crime against humanity because of our struggle, of the struggle of the African people who are living there. A second, yes, Sister Kim? What is that? I have 2 minutes more? Oh, I thought that it was 1 minute. It was only 1 minute. Okay, I will go. The other is very important. In 2003, the African Union has declared you as the African in the sixth region. The sixth region African. The sixth region African diaspora. Africa has 5 regions, and they add 1 region more at the African region. All the African diaspora who are living outside Africa. And they invite us to be a member, to be a part of the African Union. And in 2003, it was formulated in their constitutive act, in their constitution, that we are a part of the African Union. And on July 11 this year, we will commemorate in Maputo, Mozambique, this historical realization of the African Union. So, there is a declaration that we commemorate last year, and in the declaration there is an agreement, a resolution, whereby was whereby we agreed that there will be a High Council, an African Union 6th Region High Council, and the process towards the High Council are taking place now, and in July 11 of this year we will go to Maputo to launch this High Council.
Art and music are 2 of the greatest influences of a society. Art and music have the power to inspire, to ignite, to invoke societal change. So in a day and age where change is seemingly unattainable due to the current racial and political woes of a divided nation, that in the United States of America, art and music can once again be that bridge to unite us all. Art and music should once again be the bridge to unite us all, but only when Black art is equally promoted, preserved, and protected in the fabric of our nation. For centuries, Black artists have used their creative expression to illustrate their stories of struggle, survival, and triumph to not only inspire, but to ignite and invoke cultural movement, a cultural movement of political activism, as we heard, and not just in the United States, but globally, that has changed the world. But for centuries, expressions of Black art have not been protected, and that is what we have to change collectively.
Big Daddy Kane, man, smooth operator. I love it, man. I love it. And the DJ just, man, he been playing the greatest music ever, so give him a round of applause. One of the 5 elements of hip hop is DJing. And so when I started DJing in the 90s, it was all analog. So I had records. And it cost me $875 to ship my records to Atlanta when I got booked in 1999. And then I went on, graduated high school from this great city and went to Morgan State University majoring in electrical and computer engineering. There is where I had my aha moment. Guess what, y'all? Knowledge is not power. Yeah, let me say that again. Knowledge is not power, because if I give you all the knowledge in the world and you use it on absolutely nothing, nothing changes. 0 times anything is still 0. It's technology affected the DJ industry that this digital record can control what you see. So we started doing presentations as a media jockey. Not a DJ, not a disc jockey, a media jockey. Because when I scratch this record, not only is that physics, but it controls the video. I got your undivided attention. So we said, okay, how can we use this to teach and scale? I said, you know what, team? We got pulled into a school, and we had to be there all day as an educational resource. And I saw the growth pains. As many of us as entrepreneurs, especially artists, we're suffering in silence, and we are addicted to our labor by which we earn our primary income. Fact, 2% of Black businesses in this country, 2%, have more than one employee. 2%. That means 98% of entrepreneurs in the United States are solopreneurs. Many of them are suffering in silence. So I serve as the president of the Greater Baltimore Black Chamber of Commerce. I'm passionate about getting your business to that $1 million mark. IKEA called me a year ago and said, Mr. Tillman, we want to give the Black businesses. Can we give you this $100,000 and you give it to your members? We want to make sure we're impacting small businesses. If you're not at the table, you're on the menu. So being there, allow resources come to us so we can write checks to our members. So I say that to say the answer to who ain't got to be you. The teamwork makes the dream work, and each of us need all of us. We want to do it. Each of us need all of us, and so I'm excited about DJing weddings and corporate affairs and all the conferences, but that's just the marketing. It gets you to say, oh, what else do you do? And then that's when you get one of these info cards. I have hundreds of them, so I have one for everyone, that just talk about our products, because we want to meet our students where we are to get them where they need to be.
How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I'm all the way from Zululand, from South Africa. Okay? How many of you have seen The Lion King? How many? Can I see some hands? Okay, we're working on another one that's going to be coming around maybe December, okay? But there's a saying that we do in The Lion King. We have what we call in Africa a call and response, okay? We say, Nansi Ngonyama Baba. When we say Nansi Ngonyama, we say, here comes the lion. The lion doesn't care if it's not as tall like a giraffe. The lion doesn't care that it's not as fast as a tiger. The lion doesn't care that it's not as wise as a fox. The lion doesn't care that it's not as agile and the fastest animal like a cheetah, like a leopard. It's the attitude of the lion that makes the lion to be the king of the jungle. The lion is very courageous. Nansi Ngonyama. The lion doesn't stand for anything. It's bold. We have to be bold about our struggle. The time for peaceful, for all the things that we have done politically, they've not yielded any positive results. Today I stand in front of you and I'm talking to you about the second part of the revolution. And this second part of the revolution is the economic empowerment. Because without economic empowerment, we can do whatever, we can say whatever, we can sing until we go to the planet Mars. It's not going to make any difference.
The Dean Institute Fellowship, where we lead a tremendous IT instructions. We do cybersecurity. We do a lot of intensive cares with the mentoring support, also the job replacement work and study. You graduate from us, Dean Institute, within the 18 months, and next step would be getting a job right away over 100, 120, depending on your skill levels. Next page, please. We have a recruitment students providing, because we are employment agency also. Once you graduate from us, we will connect with a lot of the top companies like JetBlue, TD Bank, Bank of America, Gate Insurance, and so on. So we are also the job replacement employment. Next, please. The hands-on project-based industry, specifically the students, they are going to be working as a lab into the classroom, and any kind of problem solving, any kind of matter they're facing, that's where our instructor, myself, and within the mind reading, we will go to the problem and get the solution, right away to the success. That's what we're going to do. Next page, please. There's another very important thing that my brother and sister that you will like it very much. The students, the people like, who dropped out from the class, high school, maybe college, maybe boarding their schools and doing studies. They don't want to move more, no more continuing education. Yes, Dean Institute is the leading way to pursue into the continuing education. An example, as I am also certified instructor from Microsoft, Amazon Cloud, Google, Cybersecurity Palo Alto, Cisco, the world top technologies companies. What we are doing, once you get the certification from Microsoft, Amazon, Cisco, the world top technology company, that certificate will help you to go enrollment assistant into the specific university to do a bachelor in cloud computing, to do a bachelor in computer science, to do the bachelor of cybersecurity and information, and also information technology, and also the software engineering, because that certification will help you to get 5 to 10 credits in order to accept from those universities to be able to go continuing education. So, therefore, you are still into education. Next page, please. The certificate that we are going to be offered, you can see on the screen, from Amazon to all the software QA testing. So the software QA testing engineering is where most of my students, they finish within 6 to 8 months, and they rather get a job placement. And the remaining certifications is to be able to get you into the bachelor degree program. So the bachelor degree program will be able to help you to finish and come to the bachelor, to be able to go more forward if you want to go for master's program. So you are not going to also be, without education. Next page, please. And of course, our great Malcolm X, education is the passport to the future. Tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. So it means Kingdom of Kush preparing for the education system today. So let us come back together, work together to get the education system more powerful and move ahead. And thank you very much.
What I learned and what I want to share with the rest of the community is the idea, well, not even just the idea, the fact of realization is that as African people, we are very powerful, right? Those that have been through the greatest problems and issues tend to come up with the greatest solutions. And Africa is the future. Africans are the future. It's not just on the continent, it's in the diaspora, it's everywhere. right? We have the power to change the tide of everything, right? Right now, in Africa, there have been so many solutions to the problems that we face here in the West.